Hi everyone. Let's just check that we're live everywhere. Let's see your comments. So morning everybody. Hope you'll all be able to join. There we are, there's Christine. It's always good to see the comments pop up. Let's just double check Facebook, make sure Facebook's all going. Don't know where my comments are. Oh, there we are, June, she's popping up. That's good. Oh, and I can see you there on Facebook, so put my PC away and we can crack on. So as you can see from the title, we're going to look at the tropical paradise. Morning Sue and Anita and Susan, and morning Ed. Ed's just giving me a yawn. Yes, so we're going to use the Tropical Paradise Creative Pack. I have actually already scheduled some videos to go live on the other two packs. One will go live tomorrow morning, that's Monday morning at 6 AM. But obviously you don't need to get up at 6 AM to watch it, you can watch them whenever you want to. And then another one with the third creative pack will go live on Tuesday morning at 6 AM. So a little bit of inspiration from me. There's lots of inspiration from the design team in the Crafting with Phil Martin and Sentimentally Yours Facebook group, so do make sure you join that. Morning Diane and morning Jean. Also, you will find that the products will be available. Let's just get rid of that one. The products will be available on my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk, from midnight tonight. That's all 3 of the new creative packs and all of the brand new dies that Phil launched on the TV this weekend. And there is a 10% discount on my website if you enter code yours10 in the discount code box at checkout, and that discount is available until midnight on the 9th of March or while stocks last. Then on Phil's website, Phil will have some offers on his website as well, and you can find his website, which I'm sure a lot of you know, which is honeypotcrafts.co.uk. Like I say, due to creative expressions, create and craft restrictions, we're not allowed to actually sell them until midnight tonight, which is very unfortunate, but that's just the way it is, isn't it? So anyway, hope you all manage to get what you want. What am I doing here? Let's get rid of that one. I overlaid that one with that one. And so what we're going to use is if you've got your pen and paper ready, we're going to use this Tropical Paradise Creative Pack. We're also going to be using the new debossed double stitched rectangles. I will never get that name right at all. We're also going to use one of the new Edge sentiment dies. I've gone for Birthday Wishes because that's the one that we will be using the most. And we're also going to be using one of the flower dies. Let me just grab that for you and show you. It is this one we're going to be using, which is the Pretty Petals Precious Blooms. No, we're not. No, we're not using that one. Ignore me. We're not using that one. We're using this one. That one. We're using that one, which is your Pretty Petals Darling Blooms. That's the one we're using. I've used the other one on the Rose Garden video that will be live on Tuesday. And then to go with the flowers, we're also using the lovely leaves. Morning, Wendy. I don't know who Nulia is, but morning. So hi Deborah, hi Jackie, Kathleen, Helen. Lovely to see you all this morning. Shall we crack on? So I have also on my YouTube channel, I have also loaded 3 individual videos which are live now, which give you a pick and flick through each of the creative packs. So we've got the Harmony Blue, we've got the Rose Garden, and then we've got this one here, which is the Tropical Paradise, which we're going to use today. So I'm not going to flick right now. Hi Wendy, hi Elaine, hi Christine. Doesn't matter, you haven't missed anything, really. Yeah, I'm not going to flick through this because I've already done the videos, but just to see, I mean, I'm sure that most of you would have seen Phil's shows. If you haven't, you can catch them on the Create and Craft website on Catch Up, and Phil did do a live video last Monday and last Wednesday, which are on his YouTube channel, which is Crafting with Phil Martin and Sentimentally Yours, on YouTube, and you'll be able to watch those back. So the one on Monday was with the dies, and the one on Wednesday was with the creative pack, and he used the Rose Garden. Yes, so just on the front cover, just to quickly show you, if you've not seen any of that, there's a little snapshot of all of the papers that you've got within the kit. And they aren't really papers, they are 250 GSM. See at the bottom there, 250 GSM. Now Phil's cardstock is 270 GSM. So that means that this is almost as heavy as the cardstock that he uses, or that he gives us. So it is a very, very good weight. So you could actually create card blanks if you wanted to from this, but you're not going to, because you're going to be using those backgrounds, die cuts, toppers and all that sort of thing. So you've got 7 sheets of toppers, embellishments, borders, tags, all that sort of stuff, corners, sentiments, and then you've got 5 sheets of background papers, 3 of which have got patterns on them and designs on them, and then the other 2 are your kind of inky backgrounds, which are brilliant for die cutting or mats and layers, or more borders or tags or whatever you want to. It is a brush silk card, so it means that it's very, very easy for you to stamp onto, and it will take your inks nicely as well. I'm not going to do any of that today. I'm just going to use it as is, because sometimes, you know, it's quite scary to add extra bits to it. So, and you don't need to if you don't want to. You can just use them as is and just add a few dies as we're going to do that. It's acid and lignin free. Everything's single sided, so you don't go through the angst of having to decide which side of the paper to use. And in this one, there's 210 elements once you've cut out all your embellishments. There's 24 sheets, there are A4 sheets, and there's 2 sheets of 12 designs. So, you know, if you think these are just too beautiful to actually cut out, you can just use one set and keep the other set to stroke. There is a bonus design on the front as well, which isn't included in the other sheets, and this is the same weight as your contents inside, so absolutely use that as well. What I did when I got mine, because I got mine ahead of getting the dies, I didn't get the dies till Thursday. Morning, Jennifer. I've actually taken one sheet of each sheet out, and on all the toppers I've virtually cut all of them out, so that I can just dip in there and use what I want when I want, and then you've got a quicker make coming up. So that's what I did anyway. So that's your sheets, and I've got one of each left here because, like I say, I pulled all the others out. And you can die cut them as well. So if you want to, you can use your circles to cut the circles out. Some of the ovals won't necessarily match, but you know, you can actually make your own ovals from it. You find the squares will match. The labels, like on this one, they're not a design that Phil's done, so but you can easily cut them out yourself. And all of the sheets do have, they're not white in the background, they are actually a coloured background. So if you don't cut them out perfectly, it doesn't matter, and you can use your inks as well. So you're good to go. So let's put that to one side and let's crack on with a demonstration. So what I've done is I've pulled out one of the toppers and I've just cut it out. I've actually used my guillotine to cut this out. I'm not going to use any inks on it, but you absolutely can. There's already a border in this, so you've got splats all over it. If you wanted to, you could just use the oval. So you could cut the oval out and raise that up, and there is a video where I'll show you how to do that with the square. That's going live tomorrow. And I've used hot pink as my complimentary card with this. Who's been hiding, Jean? I don't know who's been hiding. I haven't been hiding. So what I've used to cut this out is I've used one of the new debossed double stitched rectangles, one of these new dies. You need these in your life, this one and the square, and they are stitched on the inside and stitched on the outside, which means if you create a frame, you've got a really nice detail on both sides of your frame. It also means that the waist has got that stitching on it as well. So it gives you more value for money out of your products, especially when you're using the creative packs. There's 12 dies on the sheet. I think they're $37.99. Obviously you'll get a 10% discount from the website tonight, on my website tonight, and like I say, Phil will do offers on his website as well. So it's really nice because it's like, I don't know if we can get that on the camera, there we go. You've got like a dot and a dash edge to it, and I've not seen any like that before, so they are absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So that's there. Let's put that to one side, out of the way, and we're just going to matte and layer that on there. So it is a very subtle colour to it, but it just gives you that kind of stitched edge, which I really like. I'm just going to use some of the Sentimentally Yours PVA. Don't need a lot, but it's not going to buckle your card because it is card. I'm just going to matte and layer that on here, like so. If I can get that lined up. It's good that this rectangle actually fits the stitched die beautifully, because all rectangles aren't the same, but that really works nicely. Then for my back layer, I've picked one of the background papers, and you can see it's going to, because it's just white again, so it's going to kind of coordinate with this, and that's going to go on there like that. But before we do that, I just have to remember what I'm doing. This is one of the borders, and this could have been cut out of the big background paper, but this is actually one of the borders, and so I'm going to pop that onto a strip of the hot pink card as well. You could add you can use your border dies as well if you wanted to. Not the sentiment ones in this case, but you know, you've got your graceful deep edges, and there was another edger set as well that Phil did. Wiggle that to try and get that evenish. Let's glue this in place and then we'll add our border. Morning, Leslie. Do put a little bit of glue on the inside as well. You don't just want it on the edges. Oh. Right, let's turn that over. So I don't want glue showing. That's even. Get rid of that glue now. And there's 2 sides to a piece of card. So I'm going to have it this way. And we're going to put our border down here. It's a little bit big for what we want at the moment. But before I glue it, I want to get the positioning going. So we've got some corners, and these are in 4 different colours in the kit. And what I want to do is I want to have my corner, and I want to have that sitting right next to it. That's the theory anyway. Whether I'll manage it or not, I don't know. And I'm going to go to the edge of the pink card. It's all very well laying them out, but when you come to stick them, they don't always go where you want them to go. Too much glue just there, I don't want it oozing out. Let's go this way and let's figure out what we're doing with this. I'm not going to press it down just yet. So I want that to go. Well, if we're going to go there, we want to go there, don't we? Hang on a minute. I might not want it. Yeah, I do. It's going to have to go to the edge anyway, so that's got to go to the edge. Actually, let's move it down there. Best laid plans and all. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Happy-ish with that. We'll see. If it doesn't work, we stick a flower on it. Morning, Edith. What size is the card going to be? Oh, does it really matter? Big one. It's a Phil one. You can do whatever size card you want. If you want to make it fit a card blank, then you can do, because this is 8.5 by 7.5. So if you don't want it this size, you can always change it. You can make it a square card if you want to. It doesn't matter. You're in control of what you make. I just kind of start with the size and then kind of extrapolate out to whatever size fits for me. But I'm not going to send this. It's not a proper card because it's only a card front. So let's think what we're doing now. We're going to put that on there like so. I've got a little mark on there. Let's have it that way. So this is the pure white card from Sentimentally Yours, and we're going to add our corners in there like that, I think. For me, it's more the process, because actually I'm going to have to find a charity that will take these off me and make cards. I did give them to Dogs for Good, but obviously I've moved now, so it needs to be a local charity to me down here. So that's going to butt up to that corner there, like so. And this one's going to go down this end. And they're very easy to cut out. This one's going to go down here, like so. And then we're going to pop this on foam tape. Morning, Edith. I'm going to go for 2mm here. The scissors. And you could do this kind of thing in a journal. You don't have to do them on cards. And then you've got them to keep and to look back on whenever you want to be inspired to make anything else. Obviously, depending on how many layers you put, your journal's going to get quite deep, so you probably wouldn't want to put 2mm foam tape in your journal. You can absolutely do these flat if you want to. They do make really nice collages as well. On one of the videos I've done, I've changed it a little bit and made a collage. It's still a card, but I've made a collage. Right, so this is going here. Check this is straight. There we go. And then we're going to go back to our topper here. And I've got my birthday wishes. And this is the smaller of the two. So this one is, the bigger one is kind of A4 in length. So if you've got one of the background papers, you can see it's the width of an A4 sheet. So that's going to do your DL cards. It's going to do your 8x8s, your 7x7s as well if you wanted to, because you don't have to have that border. As long as that, you can trim it down. But I've actually used the smaller one because I'm going along the side of this particular panel here. So that's my birthday wishes. And we're going to give it a bit of a scribble. So I'm thinking, it's a shame really, because I'm going to have to lose the stitch detail on there unless I put it underneath. So I can put that one underneath, and then I could put that one on top, so I still get the hangy bit of the Y on the birthday. But I don't want to go too much because it won't fit. Should we try it? Let's try it. It won't be much. So it's nothing like trying something live, is there really? Let's put the glue on here. Which side are we going on? We're going on this side, so we want the glue here. There's lots of different ways you can do these. Obviously, if you use something like With Love, you haven't actually got the problem of a hangy bit, because there's no hangy, there's no letters that hang below the line. But with this one we do. Make sure this isn't the right way, but I think there's only one way it can go. I only want to catch the edge. Not too worried if I get extra glue, because I want it to be straight. Okay, that looks good. We'll just give that a second. Sorry, that everything echoes in this house. Right. So we should be able to now put our birthday wishes on top. And we've still got that, we still have that stitch detail showing, just about. I hope. Like I say, there's nothing like doing it live, is there? Move it up a bit, just a fraction. Yeah, just a fraction. Right. Hi, Alison. Let's give it a scriggle. And dip. They do cut absolutely brilliantly. I haven't had to cut anything, you know, pop it through a second time at all. And I'm using the Couture Creations Go Power an emboss machine. I got rid of my big Geminis. I think that's good. I have to stand up to see this. So I'm going to focus on the bee. See, everything just fits into place. I've still got my stitch. And I've got my hangy bit just hanging over. That's much better than losing my stitch detail. Okay, I'm happy with that. Give that a clean. I mean, you could use spray adhesives, but I don't like spray adhesives. I will always use PVA. So that is going to go on here, just on the border, like that. I am going to snip that off a little bit, I think. Does it need it? Yes, it does need a little bit, fraction of a snipping, just there. And that's going to go on there, and that's going to be raised. But what we've got in the kit, which I thought might be quite nice, is, and it might not work, is we've got these kind of little sentiment banners. So you can actually stamp a sentiment on there if you want to. Or I was wondering if it might look quite nice if you just popped it underneath there. Let's move that up a bit. I don't want that even. It's better for the eye if you've got a rectangle higher rather than slap bang in the middle. It's like Wendy Stenton from WS Designs used to say to me, if you go into an art gallery and you look at the pictures hanging on the wall, they're never in the middle of the wall, they're always higher up in the kind of top section, above halfway. Goodness sake, Julia. This is better anyway. So I'm wondering if we can put one there. Let's just cut it in half. I'm wondering if we can put one there, just tuck it below, and another one underneath there. We can have it going out right the way to the hot pink line. What do you think? Does it look weird? It does look a bit weird, doesn't it? I don't know if I like that now. Or we could just have one at the top. I don't know if I like that. Or what we could do is we could have a pair like that. I don't mind that. It's quite good having a camera to look at, actually, because then you can see whether you like stuff. Yeah, I don't mind that, actually. We could put an embellishment on there as well. A bit odd. Yeah, it is a bit odd. Jean's saying yes. I don't know what she's saying yes to. Yeah, I'm going to go with what Leslie said. So we're going to have it down the bottom. Let's just trim that tiny bit off on the end. See if I can get it straight. A tiny bit. I can't live with it just hanging like a little bit. And that's not straight. I've got a little bit sticking up there now. That's better. Right, so that's going to go there. So let's do that. And we'll pop this on 1mm tape. I did have one started. Where is it now? That's all right, Debbie. You can watch at your heart's content. So I did say earlier that I've actually already done a video for the Harmony Blue and also the Rose Garden creative packs. And the first one goes live tomorrow morning on my YouTube channel at, if you're watching on Facebook, you'll find my YouTube channel there. It goes live at 6 AM. Obviously you can watch, you don't have to watch it at 6 AM, you watch it whenever you want. And then the second one will go live at 6 AM on Tuesday. So there'll be one, with this live, there'll be one video for each of the creative packs. Let's put this, put a snowflake. Why would I put a snowflake on it? Oh, Jean, you're hilarious. What are you like? So let's have it. Make sure I get it straight. Let's have it there like that. Let's get rid of that. These are really elegant. They're really beautiful, aren't they? You can just add them wherever you want to. Obviously, you can have them that way up if you want to. So we've got birthday wishes. And I'm still dithering about these. We've also got, in my kit, in the kit there's loads of kind of affirmation words, if you like, and this one says love. Focus on that, just about see it, there we go, love. And that one's going to go here. There's the glue. And I was saying earlier as well that when I got mine, I've taken all the kits and I've cut pretty much all of them out, so I can, whenever I'm ready, I can just make a card quite quickly because everything's cut out. That's the theory anyway. They're great for collage, definitely great for collage. Do I want that? I do quite like that actually. But I do need a bit of ink around that. What have I got on my desk? Nothing that's the right colour. Hang on a minute. Let's have a bit of picked raspberry. That noise is me sliding around the floor on my chair. I do like doing this. It's like a little kid on an office chair, isn't it? I can't help it. And a penguin. It doesn't look like a Christmas card. It's fuchsias. Jean. Thank you, Angela. Right, so we're going to just take a bit of picked raspberry just to even that up. In fact, I'm not... Oh, I better take it right the way around. I have got... It has got more of an orange edge to it. I don't think it matters. So I probably should have grabbed something like ripe persimmon, but I haven't. crackly raspberry. So we're going to glue those together, offset them a little bit. Good job I didn't cut them all wonky, isn't it, really, when I cut them in half? And that's going to go like that. Put a little bit of foam tape just on the bottom. Right scissors. See where I need it. Just perhaps that's too much. Don't waste that. They do have fuchsias at Christmas time in the tropics, Jean. But we don't live in the tropics, do we? It's so funny. Oh dear, hilarious. Okay, so we've got that there like that. We've also got little tiny like pearl embellishment type things in the kit as well. So these if you wanted to, you could actually put glossy accents on if you're that way inclined. I'm obviously too impatient to wait for glossy accents to dry, or you can glitter them as well. So I'm going to put those on. So we're going to have one down here. I hate cutting circles out. I'm not the best at cutting circles out. And if you feel that you don't want to do that, you can just pop a real pearl in the corners if you wanted to. And you can ink around the edges as well. Okay, so that's those. I have got some flowers and leaves to stick on. I have done a little gift card as well to go with this, or a mini birthday card. So we'll do that in a minute as well. So let's put this to one side and concentrate on the flowers. So I've used that background paper that I showed you, which is this one. Obviously some missing. So this is one of the two plainish background papers in the kit, and I've cut my flowers out of that, and I've used the, I think they're called the Darling, I don't know what they're called, because I only got them on Thursday, so I haven't learned all the names. Yeah, the Darling Blooms. So I've used this one, and for the first time, I can't afford, who can afford, Jennifer's saying put the heating on at 30 plus and then you'll be in the tropics. Who can afford to put the heating on at 30? Well, Phil might do that because he likes it nice and warm, but I won't be doing that. Yeah, so the first time ever, Phil's done open petals and solid petals as well, and there's 6 sizes of each one. So that means there's a lot of versatility. So you can use, these are obviously the solids in 3 sizes. So you can use those on their own. You can use the open petals on their own as well. These are cut out of the pure white card. So either one would work on their own, or you can use them together. But there's different ways that you can use them together. So you can use them together, and you can actually just use them as is. Pop them on top of each other. And if you want to, you can fill in the gap with, say, glue, and then put something like Diamond Dazzle in, and then because it's not the interference glitter, you'd see the colour underneath, but you'd be glittery. You could fill in the well with glossy accents as well. I know Alison's done that. If you don't want to do either of that, then you only have to glue it in the centre. Obviously, if you're going to fill the well, you do actually glue the whole piece together. But if you add in extra glues and glitters and things like that, it doesn't matter if you make a mess, because you're going to be adding something to it. just be careful if you're not planning to add any glue or glossy accents. Just be careful how much glue you actually use. But if you don't want to add anything in the well, you only need to glue at the centre, which is what I'm going to do. You can actually offset them as well, so you can actually do them so that you've got an offset top to bottom. You can actually do it the other way around if you wanted to, so you've got the white underneath, which is quite nice too. And don't forget, you can stack, so you can actually stack your other sizes on top. And these are 6 petal flowers, whereas the ones that Phil's done before have been 5 petal flowers. So yeah, these are different so they're more, they're obviously symmetrical, so it's easier to line things up actually with a 6 petal flower than a 5 petal flower. I actually quite like that. Let's have a look, see what we might do, because I haven't decided. Do I want to do that? It's quite nice, isn't it? I do quite like that. Or we do it that way. Because I picked out... No, that's lost. I don't want to do that. But I do quite like that white underneath. It's a bit different, isn't it? Or we can do it solid. I like this. I like that. I think we're going to go with that. But, you know, there's a lot of versatility. And you can, if you're stacking them up, you can mix and match your different flowers together, which is really cool. So let's stick these together. Thanks, Karen. I didn't spot that Leslie asked what they were called. Precious Petals. Darling Blooms, yes. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the inside of each of them, because I'm just going to lay it directly on top. I don't have to stick glue all over the petal. I have pretty much done this with the 3 demos I've done actually, because I really like them like this. And with this, with the bright colour underneath and the white on top, it really pops. Also, if you use, you'll find that black card will make them pop as well. Black and white are definitely your essentials with your card. I know that Karen has put together a special pack for those members of the Crafting with Phil Martin and Sentimentally Yours group. So, but it's not available to anybody else. So there's a good reason for you to join the Crafting with Phil Martin and Sentimentally Yours group on Facebook. I can't tell you what it is because it's exclusive to the group. So there you go. Right, so those need to just bond for a bit. The flowers, I'm going to just go with the leaves. I'm going to just go with the open petals. Now, just with the lovely leaves, just the same as with the flowers, you've got opens and you've got solids. Now, the solids are lovely to use on their own, and you can actually use the two together just like with the flowers as well. And I've done both with the other videos. So on this one, I thought we'd just go for the opens. I want to just give these flowers a little bit of shape, not a lot, just a little. And I'm just going to use my fingers, and I'm keeping they are quite delicate, so you want to be careful because this is quite narrow. You want to be quite careful if you're using ball tools or on it. Just be aware that centre is quite delicate. But if you do it by hand, you've got a little bit more control. So I've just given that a lift. You could, of course, like I showed you, you could put multiple sizes on top of one another. But to be honest, because these are 6 petals, I mean, if we offset those there, it does make a really pretty flower. It is really pretty, but you don't have to if you don't want to, you know. It's entirely up to you. And sometimes it's nice, like with Phil's demos that he did over the Friday and Saturday, sometimes it's nice to have some flowers that are just solids and some flowers that are just open within your enormous bouquet that you do if you're doing a Phil style card. But I've only gone for 3, which is, I tend to just go for 3. Although one of my videos, I think I did 5. Right, so we're just going to have these, as always, just down the side. Let's have a look, see how that looks. No, I don't like that. Let's put them perhaps up there then. Or we could do, I might do this. We could do 2 there and 1 perhaps somewhere else. No, don't like that. Oh, maybe we'll go right way down like that, so we're on the labels. Yeah, let's do that. I do like having a camera to look at. It really helps. It really, really does. It's like having the overhead at the studios. Oh, yeah, I've got pearls on. Faff. Let's put pearls in the middle. Got carried away then. So the pearls I've chosen are the Sherbet Sunrise, and these you can only get from Honeypot Crafts if they have any left. And these are ombre pearls. So part of them are sort of a bright yellow, and then you've got the orange on there as well. Let's put a pearl in the centre of each of them. I think we'll go for the 8s on all of them. I think these have just got 8s and 5s. I don't think there's any 3s in this one. Where's my pickup tool? There it is. Faffing is like a, it's just something that has to be done. It's essential. It's essential as breathing is faffing. You see, when I prep the demos, I kind of just lay everything on and I think, yeah, that'll look good like that. And then it's only when you put things together that you think, nah, that doesn't look good at all. So I'm just pressing that down, and you can see it brings the petals up again. It does move the pearls around a wee bit. Okay. They're really nice pearls. They go really well with the ombre effect of this particular background paper as well. So once again, that's Sherbet Sunrise, which you can get from Honeypot if they've got any left. I'm sure Karen will tell you if there is any left. Okie dokie, so let's go back to what we were doing, and I'll probably forget and faff again. So what did we have? We had a small one down the bottom, then we had that one, didn't we? And then we went down there like that. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. Yeah, that's what we did. Phil would have 97 million more flowers on, obviously. But you can see they are quite full because they're 6 petals. They are quite full. So if you don't want to go to the effort of cutting another bunch out, or if you want to be really frugal with your papers, you can actually get away with just doing a single layer. I did, on one of my demos, I did actually cut out 2 lots to do, but then when I came to it, I decided no, I was going to just do the one. And so I've still got a set of flowers that I can use on another demo. Excuse me. I'll just drag it. While that's setting, let me just grab a drink of water. Okay, so if you're watching on Facebook, you might have seen that Karen says that there's plenty of the pearls in stock at Honeypot. And if you've missed it on Facebook, I've just told you. They are really lovely. So on the leaf set, I'm not sure if I said before when I showed you, you've got 3 leaves, 2 leaves and 1 leaves, and you've got a right and a left of each of them, and you've got open and solid of each of them. So there are 12 dies in that set as well. So we're going to just use the opens. Not sure where we're going to put them yet. I'm just going to trim off some of the stem. I don't need all the stem. I'm going to just put them, and then I can look. Yeah, I'll have that one there. Yep, happy with that. Let's grab the other 3. I like to get my 3s on first. I want that there like that. I think I might want it in there maybe. Yeah, let's cut a little bit more of that stem off. So I hope you're making yourself a list, because as I said, everything goes live on my website, which is juliewattscrafts.co.uk at midnight tonight, and it also goes live on the Honeypot Crafts website as well, which is there. Midnight tonight, you'll be able to get all the new products on my website. If you enter code yours10 in the discount code box at checkout, you will get 10% off everything that I've got in stock from the shows, including the new products. Phil will also have discounts or bundles on his website as well. So obviously, as small businesses, we really appreciate you buying from us. So I know it's very difficult because you get carried away and you panic and you think, oh, am I going to get it? But you know, Sentimentally Yours or Honeypot Crafts are the supplier. So they always make sure they've got plenty of stock for their customers, and I've got my stock here in my craft room already, waiting to go out to whoever orders it too. So we're primed and ready to go when we receive your orders. Just bear in mind that with me, I don't get a Royal Mail pickup, and the sorting office closes at 12 o'clock on a Monday, which is really annoying. It's just when we need them the most. So it might be Tuesday before some of the orders get sent out, but I will do my best. Okay, so how are we looking? I think that's all the leaves we need, actually. I don't think we need the singles. I'll tell you what, let's just use them anyway, because otherwise they're not going to get used. So we'll have the singles down the bottom. I'm just putting a tiny bit of glue just on the on the junctions, if you like, with the stem. And we'll have one down here, like so. Obviously, if you use glue gel, you'll be like Phil. You'll be. Do I want to use? I don't think I want that single. No, I'm not going to use that one. Right. I think we're done. I don't think I'm going to add any extra pearls, although I could. Let's have a look. Faff. I've got to do that. How are we doing for time? 54 minutes. That's not too bad, is it? I've got a little tiny card to show you as well. So we could put maybe a couple of these wonderful pearls just to show you that you definitely need them. Should we do that? Shall we? Do you think? Yeah, I think we'll do that. So a couple of dots. And getting them even is the thing, isn't it? Far too much glue there. We'll get rid of some of that in a sec. Nice finishing touch. If Jean says yes, that's what we're going to do. Oh, no, I want that bit. That's that bit I don't want, because I'm going to put a 5 on there. Right, that's right. Grab them. And you can do, with your ombres, you can make sure that, say, they're pointing in the right direction. So I've got, both of those have got the orange on the left and the yellow on the right. So we do the same thing at the top. So we've got the orange on the left and the yellow on the right. Just to check that it's a bigger gap on those. Move that up. Move that up a wee bit. Yeah, I think we're done. There we go. We're done on that one. There's a lot going on with it. Very vibrant, and I think that anybody that would get this through the door, I think it would put a smile on their face, because the colours are just so zingy and vibrant. So I think that that's going to make them happy, isn't it? Let me have a look, see what we've got. Some comments before we go on to the little tiny card. Thank you, June. June's saying she always splits her orders between Honeypot and myself for Sentimentally Yours. Thank you, Edith. She's saying it's a gorgeous card. Diane's saying this kit is so different. Yes, it really is. It's well, they're all different, but this one really pops with the vibrancy. Thank you, Sue. She says she much prefers to deal with small businesses. You get much better service. Let's keep small businesses going. Yes, please. Yeah, Karen, we do both appreciate the support. Yes, Karen has already said that the pearls are actually in stock at Honeypot, so you can order them there. Harmony Blue. I've used, with the Harmony Blue, I don't know what they're, I put them away. I used the pale blue gems, but I don't know what they're called. I'm sure that Karen might put a list in the Crafting with Phil Martin and Sentimentally Yours group, so do, like I say, join that. So let's make this little tiny card, or it could be a gift card if you're giving a gift. When I'm doing kind of DL or tall slim cards, I quite often end up with a little tiny card like this. And quite often I do actually just use it to do my die cuts from, but I spotted this and I thought, let's see if we can use it. Let's see if we can use this. I think Egyptian Blue's too dark for Harmony, but it might be all right. Let's use this. So in the same colourway, obviously, on the tropical, you've got the kind of greens and blues colourway, but then you've also got the colourway that we're just using. So we're going with the same one. So we've got hot pink again, and I've got a little matte layer, and this plus that way. Is it that way or this way? I think it's this way. Sorry. No, it wasn't. I don't know how this came on here. Let me find it. dither. Let me find it. It's one of the kind of panels. It's on here. Yeah, it's one of those. It's not. No, it's not a tag. It's one of these, isn't it? Yeah, it's one of those. There we go. That's a tag. It's not a tag that I've used. I think, yeah, Jennifer, Mr. M won't give me pearls to sell because it's very hard to keep up with the demand. Here we go. Is it that? Do you know, it is, it's a tag. It's this one here. And it is actually a tag, but because the background papers are coordinating, you know, the backing is coordinating to the tag, I didn't spot that that was a tag, so I've cut it as a panel. So just very faintly you can see where that is like that and that is like that, but you can't, I couldn't tell. So it's actually from that panel going, yeah, that way. So this tag is making this colour. I got there in the end. Yeah, what Karen says, it's because of the time it takes to pack the jars. It's very time intensive. Yeah, absolutely. So that's why they don't go on the TV anymore either, because they are very time consuming to pack. I mean, obviously they're not counted, but they get a big kind of bag of pearls and they have to decant them. It does take ages. So we've got this little panel. So this was one of the tags that we're just going to pop onto some hot pink card. And as this is going to be kind of maybe a gift card, I'm not going to 3D foam this. I'm just going to pop this onto my card blank. And sometimes little cards are really cute, I think. You don't have to go big if you don't want to. So this is going on here, like so. It's always good if I've actually chopped it straight, which I think I have. Then we're going to add this panel. So remember, this is actually the end of the tag, but you can't actually tell that it's an end of a tag. This is going to go over here just to give a little bit of interest. I need to make sure that I've got enough room for my sentiment. So these sentiments are actually in the kit as well, and it's actually on that same page. So you've got happy birthday, love you, and best wishes on there as well. And that's that sentiment panel and the topper sheet that I've used on the big card that I've made. So, you know, there's quite a few bits on this sheet that we've actually used in this demo today. This, and of course this uses your scraps of your hot pink card as well. And it actually measures, I have to tell you what it measures because I know what you like. It is 4 1/8 because it's half of an A6, if you like, or an A5 rather, and by 3. 4 1/8 by 3 in imperial. Don't ask me in centimetres, I don't do centimetres. We're going to add our happy birthday, and if you don't want to do it straight, you could do it jaunty and do whatever you want. Don't forget, if you've used up these bits already, you've used all these sentiments already, you can just stamp onto some white card and ink around the edges, perhaps with some picked raspberry, and add your sentiment that way. But these little ones have got like a green border to them, and that's in the kit, so you don't have to mat and layer that. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could, let's just have it offset slightly. If you wanted to, you could put this onto hot pink card as well, but obviously I'm not doing that. Happy birthday. And then we're going to those same kind of little embellishments that we had before, pretend pearls, that we've got on the card, we're going to put on this little gift card as well. If you wanted to, obviously you could put proper pearls on, but I'm keeping this quite flat rather than raised. Up. Pop that just in the two corners. They are quite large, so if you didn't want them as large, you could use a small pearl, but I quite like the fact that they coordinate. So there's your little gift card. And I feel that this, because it's not flowers, it's your fern leaves and your foliage, I think this would be, I mean, I know it's pink, but I think some guy would really appreciate this as well. So there we go. There's your demo. We've got your big, beautiful card and your matching gift card to go with it. So I hope you've enjoyed this. There's no, Jennifer, there's no way that Mr. M would do a little dinky little card like that, and there is no flowers on it either, but you know, it's like one extreme to the other, really, isn't it? Does it need pearls? I don't think it does, actually. I think it's fine as it is. You can add pearls if you want to, you know, you do what you like. So like I say, I hope you've enjoyed it, and the products are available on my website at midnight tonight, Julia Watts Crafts .co.uk, with 10% discount with the code yours10 in the discount code box at checkout. So midnight tonight, you can get all the new products, all the creative packs, all the new dies. They're all in stock. I have them physically here, so I'll send them out as soon as I can. And you can also purchase them from Honeypot Crafts tonight as well, and have a look on their website from midnight tonight, and see what offers Phil's got on there. So thank you so much for watching, and do make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's do that one second, actually. To my YouTube channel, and then there will be 2 new videos tomorrow pop up. Well, there'll be one tomorrow with the Harmony Blue, and one on Tuesday with the Rose Garden. And finally, thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.